Good morning. Welcome to the 294th District Court. My name is Chris Martin. I'm going to call this morning's criminal docket. When you hear your name, please say present or here. Bryce Carroll. Bryce Christopher Carroll. Kaylin Cheatham. Matthew Gould. Christian Grindell. Kirkland Huggins. Jordan Manning. Guy McSpadden. Matthew Williams, CR 25239. Verified in Ouachita Parish. We'll recall that case. Wayne Wingo. Jalen Fairley. Jalen Jamal Fairley.
Your Honor, he's running late. Study check.
Christopher Roy Carroll.
Here.
Randa Boaz. Right. Good morning, Ms. Orcutt. Christopher Yates. Christopher Blevins. Wyatt Berkwin. Nathaniel Brooks. Mr. Brooks is going to be appearing via Zoom this morning. Zachary Campbell. Verified in custody in Kaufman County. We'll recall that case. Tiffany Chance. Deanna Dial. Jeremy Estridge. Susanna Frisbee, CR 25230, waiver of arraignment filed by Mr. Schmidt. That was approved. Pretrial is set January 20th. Ian Gray. Jennifer Jacobs. Mark Mansanas. Here. Ronnie McGee. Here. Sean Nunez. Jalen Young. Randy Ross. Here. Bobby Jordan. Cletus Pippin. David Brooks. And we'll call our 9:45 at 10 o'clock at that time. Mr. Schmidt, are you ready with our interpreter case so I can go ahead and get my interpreter on and off? Yes, sir. Mr. Mansanas, you'll come forward. Good morning, Ms. Bardo. Can you see and hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, give me just one moment. I'm going to set up the interpretation channel.
Thank you.
Ms. Abraham, can you come here for just a minute? Ms. Fajardo, can you do me a favor? We're going to get Mr. Mansanas set up on the translation channel. Will you just test that out with him? Let me know if you can establish communication with him. Still don't? Got it set up on my side. Just unplug it right to. Fajardo, I've got issues with the interpretation. I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room. Once we get it figured out, I'll bring you back in as soon as I can, okay? I've got too many on the docket to wait, so I'm just gonna go ahead and move forward. And then once we work out our issues, I'll bring you back in, okay? Do I have any other counsel that's ready?
Pippin, Judge.
Cletus Pippin. Cause number CR 25-11, State versus Cletus Pippin. We're set for pretrial today, Mr. Wells. Any announcements?
Judge, Ms. Curry and I have been working on this. There's a lot of discovery on it, and I'd like to get another pretrial. And just FYI, I have knee surgery here end of December. I would love to get off till at least mid-February.
Any objection from the state?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Pippin, have you met with the pretrial release officers?
Yes, sir.
You understand your conditions?
Yes,
All right, court's going to reset Mr. Pippin for an additional pretrial hearing. We'll set that. Mr. Wells, are you available February 17th? That's the last day I have in February.
February 17th. Let's looky here. That'll be fine, Judge.
All right, court sets Mr. Pippin February 17th, 9 a.m. Once he signs his notice, he's free to go. And Mr. Pippin, make sure that you stay in contact with your pretrial release officers because you may need a report later this month or January. All right, so make sure you stay in contact. Don't assume that you're only going to report when you come to court.
Yes.
Okay. We have any other counsel that's ready?
Thanks, Judge.
Shortcut.
The minute.
Did she get out of the hospital?
So again,
Is
yes,
she-
yes,
she-
Your Honor, she's
Okay,
back.
good. Waiting for the paperwork to show up in my queue. I don't see it. Is it a probation plea?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, probation hasn't reviewed it yet, so have you have a seat. I'm gonna call you back. Okay. Sorry. Any other counsel that's ready?
Chris Carroll.
Mr. Carroll. This is Mr. Christopher Carroll. This is cause number CR 25-143, CR 25-144. Mr. Carroll is set today for a docket call in each case. Mr. Hawkins, any announcement?
Yes, Your Honor, we received an offer from the state yesterday. I'd like an additional reset so I can get with my client, discuss the offer and kind of discuss our options if that's a possibility.
Any objection from the state?
None, Your Honor.
All right, court's going to set a final docket call for Mr. Carroll. Next setting, he'll either need to make a decision if this is going to be a plea agreement or a trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will set Mr. Carroll for got January 6th and January 8th. Which one would you like?
Let's do January 6th, Your Honor.
Okay. Carroll set for January 6th, final docket call in each case.
Is it 9 o'clock, Your Honor?
9 o'clock. Ready, Mr. Yates. Mr. Yates. Good morning, Mr. Pointer. How are you, sir?
Morning, Judge, Mr. Yates.
Hang on, let me call the case so I can get us on record. This is cause number CR 25-222, CR 25-223, State versus Christopher Matthew Yates for pretrial. Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Pointer. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. We have no motions at this time, but we are requesting another pretrial for the reason that this case is fairly complicated. It also, with prosecution, I think he has another case in Kaufman County that just is waiting, which will make a difference of how this case goes forward. So,
Do you have any discovery issues?
no, Your Honor, I have no discovery issues
Okay.
at present on this case.
If there's no discovery issues and no contested motions, what I would do is just set you for docket call and give you and the state time to negotiate and work out any
The
issues.
state, I think, has agreed to another pretrial. If the court please, I would also like to get paid.
I understand, but the issues that the court is interested in on pretrial is if there's discovery issues or if there is a contested motion to quash, suppress. If there's none of those issues, then let's move it to docket call. And then the business between you and your client is y'all's business. And then his business in Kaufman County is his business. So I'll give you till docket call and then y'all can decide, is it going to be a plea or is it going to be a trial? But if there's not one of those other ancillary issues, then I don't like to keep it on pretrial, then to move it to docket call later. It extends the case too long.
Okay,
So I can give you up to 30 or 45 days.
all right, I've got like 3 jury trials set in January. Could I get into February?
Any objection from the state?
None, Your Honor.
All right, court will set Mr. Yates for docket call. I've got a few dates in February, Mr. Pointer. I got the first week, February 3rd or 5th. And then I've got February 17th.
Can I have the 17th, Your Honor?
Court sets Mr. Yates for docket call February 17th at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're worried if we know. All right, Ms. Northgate, I believe I have him. Ms. Boaz. All right, this is cause number CR 22-352, State of Texas versus Randa Nicole Boaz. Ms. Boaz, if you'll raise your right hand, I'm going to place you on oath. Ma'am, do you swear that the testimony you give to the court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You can lower your hand. Ms. Northcutt, will you do me a favor, move that microphone over? All right, Ms. Boaz, your name is Randa Nicole Boaz, is that correct?
That's correct.
And Ms. Boaz, are you a United States citizen who reads, writes, and speaks English?
Yes, sir, I am.
Have you ever been diagnosed with any type of mental condition?
OCD,
Okay, are you currently on any type of medication or under treatment for that?
Zoloft. I've also been diagnosed with bipolar, but I felt like that was a misdiagnosis.
Okay.
And ADHD, but I've never taken medicine for it.
Okay, but you are on medication for,
OCD,
OCD.
anxiety. Yeah.
Okay, and do you feel like today your medications or your mental health is in any way interfering with your ability to understand what's going on in court today?
No, sir.
In this case, Ms. Boaz, you are represented by your attorney, Ms. Annie Northcutt. Are you pleased with Ms. Northcutt and the work that she's done as your attorney?
Very much so.
Do you have any questions about your plea agreement or this case before we proceed further?
No, sir.
All right, Ms. Northcutt, do you believe Ms. Boaz to be competent to enter into this agreement? And if so, do you believe that she's entering into this intentionally, knowingly, and voluntarily after being fully apprised of her legal rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you also explain to her the advantages and disadvantages of a deferred adjudication plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
And looking at the plea agreement, it appears that Ms. Boaz was originally indicted with a manufacture or delivery of a controlled substance greater than 200 grams, less than 400 grams. It appears today that the plea agreement and the recommendation from the state is that Ms. Boaz would be pleading guilty to a third-degree felony offense of possession of a controlled substance greater than 1 gram, less than 4 grams, that she would also be pleading true to an enhancement paragraph. And I guess that range of punishment then would be 2 to 20 with a possible fine up to $10,000. Is that right?
That's correct, Your Honor. In addition, I would just add that the original indictment does contain 2 enhancement paragraphs, and I believe the state is abandoning one of those paragraphs.
And is this a plea by information today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So it's not a plea to a lesser included, it's a plea to an information.
Your Honor, I believe it's the lesser included.
Well, the agreement says lesser included, but the charging instrument says information. So did y'all file an information?
We did not, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll need to get the judgment corrected on that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because I believe as part of the plea packet that I received, there was a waiver in there, so I have no objection either way, Your Honor.
Okay, well, the judgment will need to say that the charging instrument's an indictment. And then I will need to admonish her of waiver of a grand jury if that's not the case. All right, I see here, Ms. Boaz, that the recommendation from the state is upon you pleading guilty to a lesser included offense of possession of controlled substance of felony group 1, greater than 1 gram, less than 4 grams. The state is recommending that, and also upon your plea of true to the first enhancement paragraph in the indictment, the state is agreeing to abandon the second enhancement paragraph, and they're recommending that you be placed on 8 years of deferred community supervision. They're also recommending a $1,500 fine plus restitution of $180, court costs of $290, and reimbursement fees of $105. Ms. Boaz, is that your understanding of the plea agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand that the range of punishment, should you be convicted of this offense and sentenced, it would be within a punishment range of not less than 2 years and not more than 20 years in prison, and a possible fine not to exceed $10,000. You understand that full punishment range?
Yes, Your Honor.
Meaning that if the court approves this today and places you on deferred community supervision, if you violate any of the terms and conditions of that community supervision, you could be brought back to the court for a hearing. And if in that hearing, the state proves that you violated any of the conditions imposed upon you by the court could do a number of things, including convicting you, revoking your community supervision, and assessing your punishment anywhere between that minimum 2 all the way up to a maximum of 20. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And understanding all that, you still wish to go forward?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Boaz, then how do you plead to the lesser included offense of possession of controlled substance in penalty group 1 greater than 1 gram, less than 4 grams?
I plead guilty.
Are you pleading guilty to that crime because you are in fact guilty of committing that crime?
Yes, Your Honor.
And has anyone threatened you, forced you, or pressured you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the court will accept the defendant's plea of guilt. Ms. Northcutt, any objection to the admission of the stipulation of evidence?
None, Your Honor.
All right, the evidence is admitted and the court takes judicial notice of the defendant's judicial confession. Anything further from the state?
Your Honor, only that I've confirmed that it was actually an indictment. There's just a drop down on the charging screen. Indictment and information are right next to each other, so just the wrong one got clicked, but we'll fix that.
Anything else from the defense?
None, Your Honor.
All right, the court's going to review the evidence. All right, court having reviewed the evidence finds that there is enough evidence to convict the defendant. Court will follow the plea agreement today. Court hereby defers the finding of guilt on the lesser included offense of possession of a controlled substance in penalty group 1 greater than 1 gram, less than 4 grams. Ms. Boaz, I failed to ask you, I'm going to ask you at this time. You've read the enhancement paragraphs that are contained in the indictment. Have you?
Yes, Your Honor.
As to enhancement paragraph number 1, is that allegation true or not true?
True.
Has anyone threatened, forced, or pressured you to plead true to the enhancement paragraph?
No, Your Honor.
All right, court will accept the defendant's plea of true. Based on that, the court finds that the allegation contained in the enhancement paragraph, first enhancement paragraph of the indictment, is true. Court finds that that elevates the range of punishment to that of a repeat felony offender with a minimum 2 years to a maximum of 20 years and a possible fine not to exceed $10,000. The court finds that the state has abandoned the second enhancement paragraph of the indictment. Court places the defendant on 8 years deferred community supervision, assesses a $1,500 fine, court cost of $180, reimbursement fees of $105, court cost of $290. Ms. Boaz, you're hereby remanded to the custody of the probation department so they can carry out the terms and conditions of the sentence. And I think how I want to handle this issue is ask the state to do a nut pro tunc.
Yes, sir.
Judgment alone so that we can go ahead and accept it into the system. So the court will accept a nut pro tunc just to fix that information to an indictment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Boaz, you're hereby remanded to the custody of the probation department. I'm going to come forward to be fingerprinted. After that, you'll meet with the probation officers.
That's all I have, maybe excuse.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Good to see you. That's the one. Well, it's because she didn't have that laptop there. She had to unplug it to work on it. Oh, yeah, that one's not on. You had interpretation on. All right, Mr. Fajardo, we're gonna try this again. All right, so I'm currently in the English channel. If you will go to the Chinese channel and see if you can establish a contact with Mr. Sanas. All right, Ms. Fajardo, were you able to establish contact? I think you'll have to flip back to the English channel to talk to me. So. Okay, Ms. Fajardo, I'm gonna have you raise your right hand. I'm gonna place you under oath. If you'll go ahead and state your name and your license number. All right, Ms. Fajardo, do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will make a true translation of the statements of the court of counsel and any testimony to be given by the witness now on trial to the best of your skill and judgment, so help you God? All right, thank you, Mr. Hillary. I'll let you go ahead and flip back to the Chinese channel. All right, for the record, this is cause numbers CR 25-133, CR 25-134, State of Texas versus Mark Joseph Manzanas. And I believe that we are set for pretrial in one case, docket call in the other. Go ahead, Mr. Freeman.
Yeah, that's correct, Judge. On the CR 25-133 set pretrial, we don't have any contested motions on file. We would ask. Please file a pretrial. Based on the digital nature of that.
What was the last thing you heard, Ms. Fajardo?
It's not much.
The last thing you heard was me? Okay, just,
Yes, sir. For the sake of my client, I would ask the court to set us on a docket call on both charges. And that to grant leave to file late pretrial motions if it becomes necessary.
any objections from the state?
None from the state, Your Honor.
All right, court will place Mr. Manzanas on docket call in each case. The court will grant approval to file late motions for pretrial motions on CR 25-133 should it become necessary. Court will set Mr. Manzanas for docket call. Mr. Schmidt, let's see, I've got January 6th, 8th, or 20th. So you would be Tuesday the 20th.
Yes, sir.
All right, court sets Mr. Manzanas to reappear for docket call before the court in person on January 20th in each case at 10 a.m. We're gonna do 10 a.m. And Ms. Fajardo, does Mr. Manzanas have any questions for the court or Mr. Schmidt that we need to address before the hearing is over? All right, very well. Then he is excused and we'll see him back on January 20th, 10 a.m. Troy, you ready? All right. You ready, Mr. Brooks?
That's it.
David J. Brooks. Yes, thank you, Ms. Fajardo. I appreciate you. Sorry for the issues this morning. Appreciate your patience. Thank you, ma'am. You as well. All right, this is cause number CR 25-176, State of Texas versus David J. Brooks. We're set for pretrial. Any announcements?
That's correct, Your Honor. I don't believe we have any contested pretrial motions. We are requesting, and with the state's approval, that we could have another pretrial on this particular case.
What's the purpose for an additional pretrial?
We haven't had very much time to even talk about this case yet.
I mean, we can set it for docket call. Y'all have time. That's the purpose between pretrial and docket call, is for y'all to talk about the case. So pretrial, it's contested issues or discovery issues. If we don't have either one of those.
Well, I did file a motion to file additional motions, so I think I'm covered on that.
Okay. All right, the court will set Mr. Brooks for docket call. Mr. White, in January, I got 6th, 8th, or 20th.
January 20th.
Yeah, 6th, 8th, or 20th.
I guess we might try the 8th.
January 8th, okay. Court sets Mr. Brooks then for docket call January 8th at 9 a.m. Maybe any other councils, please?
That's all I
Oh,
have.
yeah, thank you, sure. All right, Mr. Schmidt, who would you like next?
Chris Blevins.
Mr. Blevins? All right, this is cause number CR 25-154, State of Texas versus Christopher Wayne Blevins for docket call. Go ahead, Mr. Schmidt.
Judge, we're still working through the case, ask for additional docket call, so.
Any objections from the state?
None, Your Honor.
All right, 6th or 20th, Mr. Schmidt.
20th is fine.
Court sets Mr. Blevins for docket call January 20th, 9 a.m. Mr. Blevins, I show that you're delinquent on your pretrial release fees. When's the last time you made a payment?
Going over there and make a payment today,
How much are you gonna pay today?
$60.
Okay, you're 120, so you're gonna be another month behind.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we don't wanna run a month behind.
Gotcha.
I want you caught up ASAP. I want
Gotcha.
you caught up before you come back on January 20th.
Yes, sir.
All right, so 60, I'm gonna order you to pay $60 today. Who's next, Mr. Schmidt?
Wyatt Berkwin.
Mr. Berkwin? This is cause number CR 24-128, State versus Wyatt Lane Berkwin for pretrial. Go ahead.
No contested pretrial, Judge, ask for a docket call.
Court says Mr. Berkwin for docket call January 20th at 9 a.m. And Mr. Berkwin, I show that you're $150 delinquent on your pretrial release fees. When are you gonna have that paid?
I could have it paid by next week. I'm waiting to get my check.
Do you pay anything today?
I'd have to check my bank account at most, probably like $15.
15? Sir, you can pay it in full by next week.
I can pay probably the entire 150 next week,
When next week?
by Wednesday.
All right, court will order you to pay $150 by Wednesday of next week, sir. Who's next, Mr. Smith?
Deanna Dow.
Ms. Dial? This cause number is CR 25-129, State versus Deanna Joyce Dial for docket call. Go ahead, Mr. Smith.
That's correct, Judge. We're not quite ready to wrap it up. We'd ask for another docket call setting.
Any objections from the state?
No, sir.
All right, court will set Ms. Dial for docket call January 20th at 9 a.m. Who's next?
Ian Gray.
Mr. Gray. CR 24-99, State versus Ian Perry Gray, docket call.
Yes, sir. We're not likely to resolve this case by plea, Judge. So we'd announce, ready for trial and ask that we get a special setting.
All right, and what is the offer, if any, that's been extended and rejected?
It's a deferred probation offer, Judge. I don't recall the length. I think that was dependent upon a restitution amount, but
Exactly, Your Honor. The length just depending on how long Mr. Gray would need to pay it.
All right, and so he's rejecting the deferred probation offer and understands that the court may not allow him to accept any offers in the future once he's announced ready for trial.
I understand, Judge.
All right, I'm not gonna set him for a special setting because it's a financial crime at this time. Court will place him on the court's ruling trial docket and will begin January 12th. Jury selection at 8:30. So Mr. Gray, you will not report to the court, to this court on January 12th in this room. You report downstairs. My staff will be down there. We'll be picking a jury for another case. Your case will get on the list for trial and it will move up. And once it gets within the top 10, I'll notify your attorney. But you're gonna have to come every month and report to the court staff, sign your notice of appearance and meet with the pretrial release officer.
And Judge, I would urge the court to reconsider the special setting on this particular case. I understand it's a financial case, which is a complex financial case. There's likely to be some very expensive forensic experts that will be needed. So I may, if the court wants me to, file a motion and give a better explanation. Normally I wouldn't do that, and normally I wouldn't ask for a special setting on a financial case either. But this one is a complex one.
He would be looking at fall of next year before we can get a trial.
I understand that, Judge.
But I'm not gonna put him on the special set at this time. I reserve that for crimes against children and violent crimes. I'm gonna leave him on the top 10 or the rolling, and he's only got 10 people ahead of him. And so he's more likely to get a trial later. As we get on the top 10, we may be able to specially set it at that time.
Understand.
So let's wait and let the case progress. Once we get in that top 10, we might be able to nail down within 3 months when he may go to trial.
That's fine. Thanks, Judge.
They went. They address that with him. Who's next, Mr. Smith?
Jason Jones.
Mr. Jones?
He must have stepped
This
down.
is, the state withdrew its motion to adjudicate and the court, granted that. So that was signed yesterday by the.
Right, I just want to, and I told him or tried to contact him yesterday. He showed up this morning, so I was gonna wait to have the court approve that. And I assume that that was a terminate, a termination.
Mr. Jones here?
He was here.
Jason Jones? Okay. Yeah, court signed that yesterday and we followed it with the clerk.
All right, good. Thank you. We can move on to Jennifer Jacobs.
Ms. Jacobs? This is cause number CR 24-235, State of Texas versus Jennifer Lynn Jacobs for pretrial.
No contested pretrial, judge, as for Dr. Paul said.
All right, court sets Ms. Jacobs for docket call January 20th. 9 a.m.
Ronnie McGee.
Mr. McGee? Cause number CR 25-135, State of Texas versus Ronnie Earl McGee. We're set for docket call.
Oh, there he is.
Judge, I'd ask for a final docket call setting on Mr. McGee. Give us a little bit more time.
Any objections from the state?
None, Your Honor.
All right, court says Mr. McGee for final docket call, January 20th. 9 a.m.
Jalen Young.
Mr. Young? Cause number CR 25-224, State versus Jalen D. Young, and Mr. Young is set for pretrial.
No contested pretrial, judge, as for that January 20th docket date.
Where it says Mr. Young for docket call January 20th at 9 a.m.
Nathaniel Brooks, I think he's in the waiting room.
What about Mr. Estridge? Mr. Estridge.
We're waiting on some.
Okay. Mr.
We have-
Brooks, Nathan Brooks.
Yeah, I think we're ready on Estridge.
Sorry, I just brought Brooks in.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Brooks, can you see and hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Good
All right.
morning.
Good morning, sir. I'm going to call your case. If you can't see your attorney, you may have to swipe left or right on your. Mr. Schmidt is present at the podium. This is cause number CR 25-165, State of Texas versus Nathaniel Junior Brooks. We're set for docket call. Go ahead, Mr. Schmidt.
Judge, we're gonna ask for a final docket call setting on that January 20th.
Any objections from the state?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, court sets Mr. Brooks for final docket call January 20th at 9 a.m. Court will note that Mr. Brooks has complied with the court's order to zero out his delinquency by today. Thank you for doing that, Mr. Brooks.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Brooks, so are you in the state of Texas or are you outside the state?
I'm in the state.
In state, how far are you from Canton?
I'm off of 635 in late June, maybe like 40 minutes away, 50 minutes away, depending on traffic.
All right, so I need you to report to your pretrial release officer this week. All
Yeah,
right?
no problem. I'll give Mr. Todd a call.
I give them a call and know that they only work a half day on Friday. But you need to call him and set up a time and come see him this week, okay?
Yeah, I just having transportation issues at the moment. No, I
Yeah.
don't.
I understand. Yeah, Mr. Schmidt, he relayed that to me. That's why you're appearing via Zoom. But go ahead and contact Mr.
Mr. West.
West. Sorry, I blanked out loud.
No, you
And
good?
he'll set you up a time for you to come in and see him. Okay.
No problem.
All right. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brooks. You're free to go. Anyone else at this time, Mr. Schmidt, or you need time?
Not this time, Judge. I got a few left, but I've got to iron some things out.
We have any other council president that's ready?
Not quite.
Not quite. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome. All right. I've got a couple attorneys on Zoom. Morning, Mr. Schmidt.
Morning, Your Honor.
All right. I think I'm bringing your client in, Mr. Castaneda, in the jail. I think they're gonna get logged on here. See if I can get them to start video and start audio.
Thursday.
All right. This is cause number CR 25-184, State versus Sean David Nunez. Mr. Nunez was set to play today. Ms. Abney, Mr. Schmidt has asked that the case be moved to Thursday due to a death in the family. Mr. Nunez and Mr. Nunez, case that he's going to a funeral today. Is that correct?
Yes.
Who passed away, Mr.
Mom.
Your uncle?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss. Of course, going to reset Mr. Nunez for plea before the court on Thursday, December 4th at 9 a.m. He signs, he's free to go. And Mr. Schmidt, just have Mr. Nunez address the delinquency on his pretrial release fees before he pleads.
Yes, sir.
It's about $80.
Got it.
Mr. Castaneda, can you see and hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, this is cause number CR 25-93, State versus Javier Castaneda Jr. Mr. Castaneda is appearing via Zoom today from the Henderson County Justice Center. Also appearing is attorney Mr. Brian Schmidt. Mr. Schmidt, I think we're set for docket call today. Any announcements?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Castaneda's case was transferred as part of kind of rebalancing of dockets from the 3rd District Court in Henderson County to the 392nd District Court in Henderson County. And I should say, obviously, he has cases pending in Henderson County, Judge. And so that's delayed us finalizing a resolution in his case. It's set for a status conference in Judge McKee's court on January the 7th. I've spoken with Mr. Hartwell about his Van Zandt County cases, and depending upon the resolution in Henderson County, the state has indicated that they may be willing to 1245 the Van Zandt County cases, depending upon what our final plea resolution is. So I don't have a final offer in that case since it's been being handled by a different prosecutor now, but we should have something obviously after January 7th.
All right, what if we set for January 20th?
Be great, Judge.
All right, do you expect on January 7th for that to be some type of dispositive hearing in?
So I've been dealing with Mr. Harrington on the case, and my understanding is when the case got transferred, it also has been transferred to a completely different prosecutor. That prosecutor's first day at the Henderson County DA's office was yesterday. So I don't know until I meet him and actually speak with him, Your Honor. I hope to have it resolved. This has been going on a while, but if it was resolved on that date and if it was to the satisfaction of the state, I would expect that a motion would be in front of the court prior to the 20th to dismiss this case in consideration of the plea in Henderson County. But of course, that's all pending what the offer is in Henderson County.
All right, court will set Mr. Castaneda then for docket call January 20th. And if his case is resolved and there's no holds on him, and Henderson will bench warrant him and bring him over here. Otherwise, we'll ask Henderson County to appear via Zoom if it's not 1245.
Yes, sir.
All right, then we'll see Mr. Castaneda on January 20th. Mr. Castaneda, do me a favor, tell the Henderson County Jail staff I appreciate them getting you arranged for Zoom this morning.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you. And thank you, Judge. That's all I have this morning. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Schmidt.
All right. You know, have a good day.
See you soon. Ms. Ross, come on up. Good morning, Mr. Todd. Can you see and hear me okay? You'll click unmute there.
Yes, sir. I can hear you and
All
see
right.
you.
All right, excellent. Here we go. This is cause number CR 25-39, State of Texas versus Brandy Nicole Ross. We're set for pretrial. Ms. Ross is here in court. If you can't see her, Mr. Todd, you may have to move left or right on your phone, but she's present at the podium and she can you see your attorney, Mr. Todd?
Yes.
Okay, very well. All
All
right.
right.
Go ahead, Mr. Todd.
Yeah, but we don't have any motions, Judge. However, at the last setting, I brought to the court to the prosecution's attention that my client, there was a co-defendant that was in this particular case. That co-defendant at the time of the arrest indicated that the drugs in question were his. And since then, he has entered a plea within your court for a substantial sentence. And so when I brought that to their attention last time, they were going to look at that to see if that affected how they were evaluating the case. So I just wanted to see exactly what their position was or whether we needed to set it for trial.
All right. Yes. And Mr. Todd, do you remember what that co-defendant's name is?
I don't have the file. Miss Ross, what was the person's name?
Jonathan Daniels.
Jonathan Daniels.
Mhm.
I believe he took a sentence for 35 years, I believe.
Judge, if it's correct, if we could just have a short continuance, a couple of weeks. We have not been in touch with Mr. Todd whatsoever, but I think things are in the works to try and work out a disposition on this matter.
Any objections, Mr. Todd?
Nope, no objection, Your Honor.
All right, then let's reset. Are you available on January 6th or 8th, Mr. Todd?
It would have to be, can I look at the 8th, Judge?
Yeah,
Because I know I'm going out the country and I'm coming back on the 2nd. Let's see, let me see what the 8th is. 8th. Travis Lee, Derek. And you said the fourth, Judge?
No, the 6th or the 8th. It would be
The
that
sixth or the eighth?
first Tuesday.
Okay. The eighth would work better, Judge.
Okay. All right, court will set Miss Ross then for docket call on January 8th at 9 a.m. Miss Ross, we're gonna have you sign a notice of appearance here with that reset date
Yes,
on
sir.
it. Once you sign that, we'll give you a copy and you're free to go, okay?
Thank you so much.
Well,
And Judge,
All right.
I appreciate you allowing me to appear by Zoom. I had a heck of a docket today. So I appreciate that.
Hey, you're very welcome. Glad to do it.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, sir. Have a good day. Merry Christmas.
You
We'll see
too.
you. This is cause number CR 25-47, State versus Chrissy Lee Kaiser, and we're set for docket. Any announcements, Ms. Harrison, on docket call?
Yes, Your Honor, we were just, I was just making the state aware. We have several subpoenas that have now gone out. We are starting to get some of those records back. We have not at this point gotten them all back. And one of the subpoenas has actually led to a need for an additional subpoena because one company we thought had records. It's now a different company there. We're getting that information as well. So we do have some of the subpoenas are out and they are being answered, but we just don't have them all of those records back yet.
Any objections from the state to reset to January 20th?
No objection.
You available on the 20th?
Let me check it out. I'm in trial on the 20th, Your Honor.
What about February 3rd?
I believe I'm out of the country.
That whole week?
I get back on the 3rd.
About the 5th?
5th is great.
All right.
Thank
Court
you.
sets Ms. Kaiser then for docket call Thursday, February 5th at 9:45. It's Carpenter, right?
Yes, sir, I'm ready then.
All
Mr. Farley.
right. Jalen Jamal Fairley, CR 25-199. And we are set for pretrial. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. We don't have any pretrial motions or any discovery issues, so we're asking that the case be moved to docket.
All right, court sets Mr. Fairley then for docket call. In January, I have the 6th, 8th, or 20th.
Okay, okay. Could I have the 20th, Judge?
20th? All right, court says Mr. Fairley then for docket call January 20th at 9 a.m.
All right, thank you, Judge. Move excuse.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. Christian Grindell. This is cause number CR 19-177, State versus Christian Cole Grindell. Mr. Grindell, you're here for a request to extend your probation. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I'll have you raise your right hand. I'm going to place you under oath. Sir, do you swear that the testimony you give to the court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. All right, and you're asking the court to extend your original probationary period for an additional 1 year. And you understand if the court approves that, you will be responsible for your probation fees during that period. In addition, your analysis fees, so it will cost you more money. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And what's the purpose for extending your probation?
I believe I was set to be off of probation this month. And I still owe community service hours, and I was getting the fees almost done. I had, I believe, about 580 left towards probation fees and then my court costs. Um, but I got out of, when I got out of Save P, this last October, um, that January, I got into a whole CPS case with, due to my youngest son's mother. Her boyfriend put my son in the ICU. So I got full custody of him, and I've been jumping through the hoops of CPS and visitations, and I had to do a monitored return for a while, so I wasn't able to have anybody. I was only able to work from the time that the kids get on the school bus and I take him to daycare to when they get off the school bus. So I was only able to work during school hours. I didn't have anyone that was able to babysit because anyone that was around my youngest son had to be approved through CPS. Um, and that's the only thing that prohibited me from getting all of my community service hours done. I just now got that case closed and got it to where now I'm able to actually, I don't have to go through the approval process of trying to get someone approved to babysit. I can have my sister or somebody to where I can get those community service hours done. But that was the
You
only
know how
thing.
many community service hours you have left?
I believe it's around 170.
All right. You should know that extend your probation period at your request for an additional 1 year. That means your new expiration date is December 18th, 2026. If you get your delinquencies paid up and caught up on your hours and your on your money that you go to the clerk and the probation department, if you get that done sooner than that 1 year, then I'll terminate you earlier than that 1 year.
Yes, sir.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, I have signed the amendment to the conditions of community supervision. Once you come over here, you get a copy with the probation officers, okay? Mr. Schmidt, are you ready? Mr. Esrich? Cause number CR 11.119, Say versus Jeremy Wayne Esrich. Set on restitution status compliance.
That's correct, Judge. I think that we have an agreement with the state to draw and determine Mr. Estridge's community supervision.
That's correct, Your Honor. State has reached out to Brookshire's, who was the victim in the case, just about their position on the case, continuing waiving the remainder of restitution. We have not received any word back from them, given that Mr. Estridge has been continuously paying for, I can't remember exactly how long we've been on.
Probably 11 years now.
State is comfortable with withdrawing the motion at this time.
Do you have a?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, court will grant the state's motion to withdraw the state's motion to adjudicate and terminate Mr. Estridge's community supervision. All right, Mr. Estridge, if you want a copy of that for your records, which I would suggest that you get, you can have a seat in the hallway and we'll bring one to you.
Okay.
You're free to go. Right. No, sir, it's not a. Yes. Right, this is cause number CR 25-00034, State of Texas versus Tiffany Leanne Chance. Court finds that the state has filed a motion to dismiss the case. Court is granting the dismissal. Ms. Chance, the court has dismissed your case. However, I'm going to order you, and I do need you to go out to the Justice Center at the conclusion of this hearing, go out to the Van Zandt County Jail, and they need to take your fingerprints because when you were originally arrested, you were arrested outside the county. And so we need your fingerprints so that we can report this dismissal to the state.
Okay.
So it's very important in our criminal justice system, okay?
Yes, sir.
So Mr. Schmidt has an order. You'll take your ID with you, present yourself, and just let them know you need to get your fingerprints. They're not going to make you change out and book in and do all that. They're just going to bring you back, take your fingerprints, and let you go, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. And then the court has signed your motion to dismiss. If you want a copy of this order, have a seat in the hallway and we'll bring one to you.
Sir.
So we got I'm gonna call, let's call your last one. Reset. Is Mr. Campbell. Court calls CR 25-32, State versus Zachary Dale Campbell. We're set for status. Mr. Campbell is verified in custody, Kaufman County Jail. Looks like he was arrested back in August, on 2 counts of possession of controlled substance, unauthorized use of vehicle, and evading arrest or detention with a vehicle. Looks like the Kaufman County charges are possession, unauthorized use, and possession less than 1 gram. Court will reset Mr. Campbell for status. I guess it's status.
But as I recall, he's been in custody quite a few months. I recall we've been setting him at 9. One of those settings. It's fun. I can't recall. Check or party. But if we continue the same.
I'll have to look into that. The court is going to reset Mr. Campbell then Thursday, February 17th for status. Mr. Chair, is that all you have? Mr. Gould? All right, this is a sanctions court hearing, State of Texas versus Matthew Gould. Mr. Gould, the probation department is asking me to release you today from sanctions court. So I'm not going to bring you back anymore at their request. You'll continue to work with your probation officer in complying with the orders. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So you're free to go.
Thank you.
Do I need a paper for appearance or no?
Not for me, but if you need one, we can get you one. Do you need one for work or anything?
There right now, so.
Okay. Mr. Cheatham? This cause number CR 22-205. State of Texas versus Kaylin Cheatham for sanctions court. All right, Mr. Cheatham, did you pay any money towards your court collections this morning?
Yes, sir.
What did you pay?
100.
You have your receipt?
Yes, sir.
What about your community service? You're supposed to do 30 hours?
Yes, sir.
Did you do those?
Yes, sir. I got it on the paper if you need me to copy that for you.
How many hours did you do?
$42.
42, and where'd you do it at?
With Miss Grayson and I can't think of the name. Miss Grayson and Mrs. Ambrose at that school, at the magnet school.
All right, I'm gonna have you turn all that into the probation department this morning so they can verify that.
Sure.
I reset you to January 20th. $150 to court collections. I'm sorry, $150 to probation. $100 to court collections. 30 hours community service.
So
now, today is, we're gonna have to actually, we're gonna have to change that. It's gonna have to be 300 to probation. 200 court collections, because it's, and you're going to do 60 hours of community service because it's 2 months worth, okay?
Okay.
Well, you're just trying to nail this for November, so you don't need to take care of it for December. Have it done again in January before you come back for 20th. Okay? So it's a larger amount, but it's because we're covering more time. So
Am I on the community service balance? Am I almost done with that? Cause I don't know. I think last time I had seen like 60 was left, and then I didn't know.
I think that's about right. Yeah. So this right here may have you done. My document says that you were assessed 240. Says you worked 180. If these 42 hours that you say that you have today are credited to you, then you will have done. Let's see. Give you like 39 hours to go, I think. Yeah. So you'd have like 39 hours left.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so I'll tell you what, let's do 40 hours community service. If you go over by an hour, then it's a bonus for you.
Sure.
Okay, so 40 hours community service, 300 probation, 200 blood collection. Sorry, babe.
You should.
Yes, come up here and get them copies of these things. Mr. Wingo? All right, Mr. Wingo, I think at the last court session, sanctions court, I ordered you to do 20 hours community service. It says that you complied with that.
Yes, sir.
Ordered you to pay 65 to probation. You complied with that. I'm gonna reset you to January 20th. And I'm gonna need you to do 50 hours community service. Okay, that's gonna be for December. It's 25 for December, 25 for January. We gotta get you caught up. Then I'm gonna order you to do $130 to probation. That's 65 for December, 65 for January. And then I need you to have weekly attendance at your counseling group. Weekly attendance, okay? The probation officer indicates that probation officer is not a big fan right now. And you need to change that. Some of the things that she uses to describe you as lackluster participation in probation. She believes that you're misconstruing some of your issues to the court. That you haven't contacted your counselors that's being evaluated, and that your attitude is poor.
Just, I work nights, so when I check in, I'm tired.
I understand, but I'm just telling you, that's what you're giving off. And you want that person to be in your corner.
Yes,
When things don't go as planned, when life hits you in the face, you want someone to go, hey, Judge, his attitude is good. He's working hard. He shows up. He's got a great attitude. He's doing what he can. Give him a break versus, I don't think he cares. I think he's lackluster. I think his attitude is poor, whatever. You understand?
yes, sir.
So it's on you to change that, all right? So those are the three things: 50 hours community service, 130 to probation, weekly attendance at counseling. Come back on January 20th at 9 a.m. Mr. Expedit. All right, Mr. McSpadden, I'm gonna order you back on January 20th. We're gonna do 300 to probation. That's for December and January. 220 court collections for December and January. And then 40 hours community service, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's 20 for each month.
Yes, Judge.
You're getting closer on your community service. You're almost down to 100 hours left, so that'll go pretty quick. We're doing them that's 5 months. After this, it'd be a lot less than that, so. All right, any questions about any of those things?
No, Judge, I appreciate it.
All right, we're gonna have you sign this notice. Free to go, January 20th, 9 a.m. Mr. Huggins? All right, Mr. Huggins, see that you've complied with your previous orders. Board's gonna have you come back on January 20th. You'll be ordered to pay 130 to probation for December and January.
Yes, sir.
80 to court collections. Being your typical $40 a month.
Yes, sir.
20 hours community service being your 10 hours a month, okay?
Yes, sir.
See you back on the 20th at 9 a.m.
Sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir. Mr. Manning? Let's see. So Jordan, looks like you paid your $75 to the probation today. You paid your 50 to court collections. That's good. Says you came up short on your community service. Is that right? Says that you did 6 out of 15. What happened there?
The place that I usually do them at, they only do food once a week, and I missed out on first Monday this month.
Will you be able to do first Monday next month?
Yes.
Will. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to come back on the 20th. And because that's late, because it's not this month and it's late next month, I'm gonna order you to do 150 to probation, okay? So that's your same $75 a month. 100 to the clerk, your $50 a month. And then, do you do all of first Monday?
Yeah.
All right, so that's what for you.
50.
All right, so I'll order 50 hours community service, okay?
Yes, sir.
And it'll be that first Monday. Carol? This is cause number CR 21-208, State versus Bryce Carroll Sanctions Court. Ms. Carroll, you were late for court today. Why were you late?
Chef.
Gotta get up earlier and you gotta account for traffic. I know traffic happens, but you gotta account for it.
Yes, sir.
All right, my paperwork here says that you paid your $60 to probation, that you did your 20 hours community service. It says that you did not pay your court collection of 300. Did you pay that
No, I'm gonna take care of it
today?
today.
All right, so what I want you to do is step over there, go ahead and pay it now and then bring your receipt back in.
All right.
Okay? Go ahead.
Hey, Judge, I'm sorry. I've been hopping on and off in between another docket. I apologize if you're waiting on me.
No, it's okay. No, I knew you were there earlier and I figured you had to get in the court, so it's not a problem. All right,
Thank
this is cause number CR 25-80, State versus Bobby Eugene Jordan. Mr. Jordan is here in court and we're set for a docket call today. Mr. Weiner, any announcements?
Yes, Your Honor. I was reviewing the offer and potential trial strategy with my client, and we realized that there was some video evidence that I did not have. I know we're at docket call and not pretrial, but I notified the state as soon as I realized I didn't have the disc. I went and checked the portal and saw that there were some discs I didn't have, and so I've requested those from the state. I believe they're working on getting those to me, but that's the announcement I have. There's some facts that my client is contesting that I think the video will be able to clear some things up, and we'll be able to announce to the court whether we'll have a resolution or need a jury trial selection setting.
Okay. We can set it for final docket call either January 6th, 8th, or 20th.
Let me just double check my calendar while I've got you. The 8th would be fantastic, Judge.
All right, court will set Mr. Jordan in for final docket call January 8th. If you don't have the discovery at that time, then just let me know and we can address it. And I'm going to order your client. He's delinquent $30 on his pretrial release fee. I'm going to order him to pay that today.
I paid that yesterday.
Paid it yesterday? Okay. Then if you paid it yesterday and it's showing zero, then you're fine. It's
Okay. Thank you, Judge. And I'm sorry you had to wait on me, and I appreciate you letting me be in two places at once this morning.
Yeah, hey, just go in there and make sure that Judge McKee knows that I'm more confident than he is.
I'm scared, but okay.
Tell him I said it, and if he
All right.
he can call me.
All right. You have a good one. All right. Bye.
See you. You're free to go.
Thanks, sir.
Mr. Carroll. Bryce, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna order you back on January 20th, okay? And because today is December 2nd, we still have to account for all of our responsibilities this month and next month. So I'm just gonna double everything up, okay? It's gonna sound like a lot more than you're used to, but it's because we're at the first of the month now, okay? So I'm gonna order you to do 120 to probation, 600 to court collections. It's the same 300 a month that you've been doing. And then 30 hours community service, 15 hours each month. I don't care when you do all those things, as long as it's all done before January 20th. Okay? Yes, sir. Right, for the record, cause number CR 25-239, State versus Matthew Scott Williams. He is confirmed in custody in Washita Parish. He was set for arraignment today. We'll reset Mr. Williams and state if you can find out more information for the court on his detention in Louisiana and how that may or may not affect our case. I'll reset this for January 20th for status.
Yes.
We'll set it for arraignment and status on custody. I believe that does conclude court's morning docket. Court will stand in recess until 1:30 and we'll resume with the jail docket. at that time. Court's in recess.